What's up, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Cesar and I collect and resell sneakers. So it is a new year and you want to start reselling sneakers and make some money on the side, but you don't know whether you should start reselling new sneakers or used sneakers. So not a problem. In this video I will share with you guys the pros and cons of selling each, new sneakers and used sneakers. And also please watch until the end because I will tell you guys what I recommend and which one I prefer between the two. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so let's start with new sneakers. So, selling new sneakers has a lot of benefits. And the first one is that when you sell new sneakers, you have a higher sell-through rate. And sell-through rate is basically the amount of inventory that you sell within a given period. For example, if this month you have 100 sneakers to sell and you sold 20 of them, then your sell-through rate will be 20%. So for the most part, new sneakers have a higher sell-through rate than used sneakers because people like to buy new things. Then another benefit of selling new sneakers is that there is no cleaning or preparations. You just have to walk into the store or go online, purchase the sneaker, and then just resell it for a higher price. So there is no cleaning behind it, there is no preparation. You don't have to restore the sneakers. And then last but not least, when you're selling new sneakers, you can sell them on mostly every platform and any reselling app such as StockX, Goat, Stadium Goods, Fight Club, and all the other reselling platforms. And this is a huge advantage compared to used sneakers because the more apps that you use to resell and list your sneakers, the higher chance that you have to sell them. Okay, now moving on for the cons of selling new sneakers. The first one is that you will need to have a higher capital. That means you will have to have a lot more money to start reselling new sneakers than you will have to use for selling used sneakers. For example, I will say I recommend to start with at least $10,000 if you want to get really serious and if you really want to make consistent sales and consistent income throughout the year. And then another downside of selling new sneakers is that the profit margins are way lower. For example, in my experience, my profit margins when I sell new sneakers are between 15 to 20%. That means if I sell a sneaker for $100, I'm making profit between $15 to $20. And then last but not least, new sneakers sometimes are really hard to get, especially the ones that are really in high demand. So you might have to pay over retail price if you want to start reselling new sneakers because there is a lot of bots and things like that. So it's really difficult to get multiple quantities of new sneakers at the stores. And now let's move on to used sneakers. So the first advantage of selling used sneakers is that you don't need as much capital compared to selling new sneakers. For example, you can also start just selling your own collection or your own sneakers that you used over the years, and you can use that money to buy more inventory. But I would recommend to start with at least $3,000 when you want to start reselling used sneakers. And then the second good thing about selling used sneakers is that you have higher profit margins. For example, you can go on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and apps like that, and just buy some really nice sneakers for like half of the price that they're currently selling at on Goat or eBay, and you can make almost up to 50% in profit margins. For example, if you buy some sneakers worth $200, you can buy on Facebook or OfferUp for $100 and just flip it and make almost double your money. And then lastly, used sneakers are sometimes easier to get than new sneakers, so you won't have a hard time to find deals to flip and inventory to resell. Now there is also a downside when you try to sell used sneakers. The first one, and I think one of the most important one, is that you cannot sell on StockX. But there are many other sites that you can use to resell your used sneakers, so I don't think it's a huge deal. Another disadvantage of selling used sneakers is the sell-through rate. Like I mentioned before, a lot of people like to buy stock sneakers and new things. So when you sell used sneakers, the sell-through rate will be way lower unless you have like a really high in demand and sought after sneakers like Jordan 1s, like the Royal Blues or Bread Toes and things like that. And then last but not least, for the disadvantage of selling used sneakers is that when you buy used sneakers, you have to put a lot of upfront work. For example, when you buy, you have to sometimes clean them up, get new shoelaces, Also, sometimes you have to do restorations. Maybe they have some separation and you have to get some glue and, you know, put them back up together. And this might sound like, you know, easy work, but when you have like 20 or 15 pairs and you have to clean every single one of them, you know, it adds up and, you know, takes a lot of your time. So with that being said, what are my thoughts and what do I recommend? I will say, you know, to start doing a little bit of both. If you have the capital, you know, if you have some money saved up and you can afford to start reselling new and also used sneakers, because that's what I currently do right now. However, if you have a really tight budget and you just, you know, cannot afford to have $10,000 in inventory, you can just start selling your own shoes that you have, your own sneakers. And then slowly, as you start making more money, you can, you know, start dabbling and start buying new sneakers. And, you know, it's gonna make you less profit, but you're gonna start doing more volume and you can, you know, scale your business. And that's gonna be all for today's video, guys. I hope that you found it informative and also you learned some things about reselling sneakers. And if you did, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also like this video. And I hope to see you on the next one.